Okay, so for starters here, so I've got my start here menu, and uh, intro section, and then my syllabus and all that stuff. Or I'm sorry, my course course event schedule. Okay, and so one of the main things I've done here is I've got all weekly content is in here. So it's in like weeks. Okay, and then I've made it so if I go to the student view, the student will see the week we're on here. So if you hit week 1, it's all right there. And then, but if somebody, so if say we're on week 5, but somebody wants to look at week 4, it's all still here. Or say week 6 or 7, it's all still like here too. So what I want to do then is every week I will switch it, like, so I will like turn off, or I'll like hide the link for say like week 1, and then I'll show it for say um, for sort of like the like week that like we are um, 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 like doing then. I sort of just like sort of like be able to like enter enter the site and sort of just like hit um, um, like hit say like week 2, and sort of just like no, okay, um, um, like I have to um, 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 that I would like have to do this stuff, and I and like I think it just makes it more simple for students, I guess. And so um, um, that's how I have that set up. Okay, and so say if we're in week 1, I'm basically showing them their um, 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 their sort of like weekly they're sort of like weekly um, they're sort of like weekly they're sort of like weekly they're sort of like weekly for goodness sakes, they're weekly to do they're weekly to do list, and then it's all like right here. Okay, and then the other big thing is that I have one section over here where they submit all of their work, and so it's under the discussion board section over here. So for instance, I've got their weekly one assignment, and so it'll like have them like well, it sort of like lists the assignment, and then it's like they will answer it, and then like um, um, they will like um, um, they will basically like they will then, for instance, sakes, they will then, like then be able to, they will then like, um, answer each other's questions and stuff too. And then, so I've got all that. And then over on the side, then I've got the like rubrics. And so I've got 4 different ones, just based on their essays or their or sort of like their like or sort of like their or sort of like their like peer peer for goodness sakes, their peer reviews and all of those kinds of things. And then yeah, so really I've kind of just kept it all as simple as I can, basically. So yeah. Does anybody like have any feedback or anything like that for me? Questions? Tips? Anything?
You posted your course mapping worksheet. Do you think students will use those?
This isn't for like
Oh, okay, they won't see that.
my actual course. No, that's for the
Review.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not supposed to be on there.
Oh, okay. It's fine. I just was wondering like how you were going to use that with.
Right. Yeah. No.
I mean, we have seen some faculty, that's a good question. We have seen some faculty post it before and just say, you know, there's no assignment attached to it, just in case you're interested in knowing the alignment between the objectives and the assessments in the course, you can view this document. So, I mean, if you want to, I would probably add, especially for your course, for English 201, I might add a little blurb there explaining what the document is, but I personally think you could leave it if you explain what.
Okay.
Because there might be some students that could benefit from this as to saying, okay, why are we doing this assignment? Oh, well, it aligns with these module and course level objectives.
Especially if you want them to kind of, if they want to go back and know what you want them to focus on, and they can go back and review that. That would, help them. So for them to say what's really important here, then they can go back to the mapping. Yeah. So if you explain it, then explain how they could use it, then I think it would be valuable.
Okay. All right.
In Susan's syllabus, she actually has, I think, for each assignment, the objective that is actually connected to.
Yeah. I do put them right there. So yeah.
Right. And she has like,
and then I also did put them under each
To-do list.
yeah, weekly list there. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
And one other comment, Susan, this is just a minor thing. I just noticed this too, where you said your assignments for week 1 are listed below are due on Sunday by midnight. I would probably make sure you indicate that Central Standard Time.
Okay.
We're located right on a line where we have some students that are on Eastern. And so just make sure that it's clear when they're due by.
Okay, sure.
Eastern is an hour ahead. So, right.
So it'll be early.
But, right. So they would be early. They had another hour, but just in case, you know, you might have a student that's on Mountain Time Zone. I mean, I guess we never
Right.
know our online learners where they're located.
Okay, sure can. You can do that.
Thank you, Susan. Any other comments or?
Well, I really like the simplicity of the layout.
Yeah.
It's very nice, very easy to follow. I like that you're going to be opening some weeks at a time. So that really helps, so it won't be like overwhelming for them. Yeah, so if they click on the weekly content, can they see all the weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's perfect, yeah. So you just need to, on the left, open the one that they are working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that.
So, okay, so something. Okay, so I noticed that okay. So if I switch something here, I also have to switch. Okay, so if I switch it in here, I also have to switch it over here.
That's right.
And so I'm like wondering if I can some way like make it so that this folder is also the
Well, what you could do,
same folder.
while you're on the screen here, go ahead and click on the edit button on week 1 here.
Okay.
And if you scroll down, you have the option to set the availability. And so you even have it for a future date. So if you forget to log on, let's say on a Sunday or Monday and forget to open the course or open a folder, you could set it to have it open at a certain time. So that way you don't manually have to open it. So from this view,
Gotcha.
you could open up just certain folders at a time. So that's just one
Okay.
location.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
I
that's
think
one idea.
I think what she's asking is that she has duplicated folders. Is that right? So week 1 is in 2 places. So she wants it to be the link on the left to link to that other week 1 folder. So she won't have to change the content in 2 places every time she makes a change. Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So you can actually create a course link. But the downsides with that is that you'll have to relink it every time you teach the course, because when you transfer it to a new course shell, the link will change on the top.
Okay.
And you could do that. So Larissa, if you can show her like on the plus at the top, or I'm sorry, you are managing the site.
Yeah.
So on top where it has like the plus sign to add content, you see
Here.
right there, yes, you can do a course link.
Okay.
And then browse the location, and it will be week 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then submit. Make it available to students and submit.
Okay.
So that will take them, if you see it, it's right there at the bottom.
Yeah, I see.
If you click there,
Like, so I move it up or something.
and you click on it, it will take students to the actual folder. So you will just have to work on that folder versus having to work in 2 places, right?
Okay.
But the only thing is like that thing that you did right now, like that process, you will have to do it every time you teach the class.
Okay.
You set it up.
Okay. Okay. So it'd probably be smarter to just make the switch in like each in sort of like each separate folder then maybe. I don't know.
Or you can just leave if you don't want to do that every time you teach, you can just leave the weekly content and all the folders. And open each folder accordingly. I think if it's inside, yeah, it won't be as much. Yeah, the less time consuming would be having it either or, right? So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really like the idea of trying to make it as simple and as easy as possible for the learners, because this could be theoretically maybe the first class that they ever take online for undergraduates. So I appreciate that thought that's put into it, Susan.